Here are important guidelines to keep in mind as you embrace the challenges of online classes. 1. Set up a good working space. It is important that the place is quiet, clear, and free from distractions. 2. Make yourself look good online. Wear clothes the way you do when you go to school for in-person classes. 3. Have a respectful tone. When communicating with your teachers and classmates, observe a certain level of formality. Use respectful greetings and signatures like Good morning, Mr. Dow, Hi, Ms. Taylor, please, and thank you. 4. Be kind and be professional. Make it a point to be respectful in your comments even if you disagree with others. Conduct yourself in an online class with the same respect, politeness, and professionalism that you would exhibit in a real-life classroom. 5. Properly use your webcam and microphone. It's good to show your face to give the impression that you're actively engaged with the lesson. Turn your microphone off when your teacher or others are speaking. This will eliminate background noise that can be distracting. 6. Properly use the chat box. Don't post irrelevant remarks. Instead, use the chat box to clarify misconceptions or share great ideas you have about the topic at hand. Don't yell by typing in all caps. In most situations, typing in all caps is perceived as inappropriate. 7. Always make an effort to use proper punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Observing these ensures clear expression of your thoughts or ideas. 8. Make sure to submit your assignments the proper way. Knowing how to properly submit your work online is key to your success as an online student. 9. Take time to read. When asked to comment on a post, take some time to read through each of the previous discussion post responses before writing your own response. And 10. Think before you type. What you share in an online classroom becomes part of a digital record. I hope that you observe these guidelines to help you in your online learning. May you have a wonderful school year.
Oops. Oh, a happy and blessed day, class. How's your day going? I hope you'll find everything today well. I'm Sir Aaron John Cortez, your English teacher. Today, I'll take you to the world of fun and excitement as we go along to our learning journey. So, fasten your seatbelts. In this learning session, all you need to do is to sit and watch as we gradually unfold all the learning tasks which you will surely enjoy while learning at the same time.
Your module number 2 has something to do with expanding the content of an outline using notes from primary and secondary sources.
At the end of this module, you are expected to: number 1, define and describe primary sources. Number 2, classify primary and secondary sources of information. And lastly, for number 3, expand the content of an outline using notes from primary and secondary sources. So what are you waiting for? Get hold on your module, paper, notebook, and ball pen. Together, we will unravel all the learning tasks which you will surely enjoy while at the same time learning. Now, it's time for us to measure your prior knowledge about the topic using the activity from what I know. From this activity, you will read the following statements, then choose the letter of the correct answers and write them on your answer sheet. You will be given 1 minute to accomplish this task, and your timer starts now. Okay, time's up. Let us now evaluate your answer for your pre-assessment. The following are the answers for your pre-assessment. Good job! I'm glad that you made it. When you do research, you have to gather information and evidence from a variety of sources. Primary sources provide raw information and first-hand evidence. Examples include interview transcripts, statistical data, and works of art. A primary source gives you direct access to the subject of your research, while on the other hand, secondary sources provide second-hand information and commentary from other researches. Examples include journal articles, reviews, and academic books. A secondary source describes, interprets, or synthesizes primary sources. Primary sources are more credible as evidence, but good research use both primary and secondary sources. Let us now look back from your previous lesson using what's in activity. Read and analyze each statement. Identify the grammatical signal words used. Write your answers on your answer sheet. You will be given 1 minute to finish this activity, and your timer starts now. Oops, time's up. Let us now check your answers. The following are the answers for your What's in activity. Good job, class. You are absolutely fantastic. Are you now ready and excited to do your initial task? If so, let's get started.
Let's test your knowledge out. Read the following statements and classify them from primary to secondary sources. You will be given another minute to finish this task, and your timer starts now.
Oops, time's up. Let us now check your answers.
The following are the answers for What's New activity.
Fantastic! High five for a job well done.
Huh?
Were you able to classify them correctly? What are your bases in classifying them? The answer to this question will be discussed to our topic for this morning. Let us now proceed to what is it. What is a primary source? It says here, primary sources are original records of the political, economic, artistic, scientific, social, and intellectual thoughts and achievements of specific historical periods, produced by the people who participated in and witnessed the past. Primary sources offer a variety of point of view and perspective of events, issues, people, and places. These records can be found anywhere, in a home, in a government archive, and etc. The important thing to remember is they were used and created by someone with first-hand experience of an event. The following are the examples of primary sources. On the other hand, we have the secondary sources, which describe, summarize, or discuss information or details originally presented in another source, meaning the author in most cases did not participate in the event. This type of source is written for a broad audience and will include definitions of discipline-specific terms, history relating to the topic, significant theories and principles, and summary of major studies or events as related to the topic. We often use secondary sources to obtain an overview of a topic or identify primary sources. The following are the examples of secondary sources. Why is it important for students to use primary sources? First, direct engagement with artifacts and records of the past encourages deeper content exploration, active analysis, and thoughtful response. Second, analysis of primary sources helps students develop critical thinking skills by examining meaning, context, bias, purpose, point of view, and etc. Third, primary source analysis fosters learner-led inquiry as students construct knowledge by interacting with a variety of sources that represent different accounts of the past. And lastly, students realize that history exists through interpretation that reflects the viewpoints and biases of those doing the interpreting. Basically, there are 3 stages in the writing process. First, we have the pre-writing stage. It is the result of combining steps like outlining, diagramming, storyboarding, and clustering or mind mapping. Second, we have the writing stage. In here, you can actually begin to write the stops you want to write about. And for the last one, we have the post-writing stage. In here, you need to make sure that you have written the topic properly. We are now done with our discussion. Now, it's time for us to explore more about primary and secondary sources with the use of what's more activities. For independent activity number 1, go over the list of primary and secondary sources of information below. Then classify each as primary or secondary. Use the given table. Do this on your answer sheet. For independent activity number 2, read each statement, then identify if it discusses using a primary or secondary source. Write your answers on your answer sheet. And lastly, for independent activity number 3, refer back to the text written under Independent Assessment 2. Make an outline of the text read using the main headings and subheadings below. Write your answers on your answer sheet. Again, you will be given 1 minute to finish this task, and your timer starts now. Time's up! You really amaze me with your ideas. Since your answers may vary from this activity, evaluation and checking of your answers will also be done right after this video. It is now time for you to reflect about your learning using what I have learned activities. The instruction tells us to complete one or both of the following cards as a concluding activity to this lesson. You will be given another minute to finish this task, and your timer starts now. Good job, class! Your answers may vary in this activity. That is why evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. Let us now put everything into action with what I can do. Search for at least 2 primary and 2 secondary sources which you can use in making an outline on the following topics. You may either use any available search engines or printed materials and documents for your sources. Here's the list of the topics. Choose only one. You will be given another minute to accomplish this task, and your timer starts now. Time's up! You really amazed me with your ideas. Since your answers may vary from this activity, evaluation and checking of your answers will also be done right after this video. It is now time to evaluate your overall learning about the topic with the use of final assessment. Study the following outline, then answer the questions that follow. Write your answer on your answer sheet. Another 1 minute will be provided for you to finish this task, and your timer starts now. Good job, class! Your answers may vary in this activity. That is why evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video. For your assignment, read the following. And that's all for today. I hope you learn and enjoy a lot about this session. Thank you for your cooperation. Till next time, bye!